All right, it is 8:30 a.m. on Monday, January 3rd, 2022. This is the moment for the last month that I've been kind of fretting over, right? Like, this is the moment where the rubber meets the road, right? Where you actually begin the work, where you sit down and you begin to work on your hopes and dreams by way of new thought patterns and new habits, right? So I got to my desk, 8:15. I'm currently reading this, which my sister gave me for Christmas, which I really appreciate. Thank you, Laura. And so now I kind of have my head on straight, right? I have my I Am Awesome t-shirt on. I've been to the gym. I'm ready to rock and roll. It's all about mindset, baby. What does that mean? That means that I now have set my day up to be, right, centered in myself, right? I feel powerful. If you don't feel powerful, we have exercises for that to help you get into that headspace. I'm not going to deal with that today. We will at another point. But today is about beginning, right? At some point, you just have to start. Acknowledge that it's scary. Acknowledge that you're going to be terrible. Acknowledge that you are showing up for yourself, right? Because what we're doing here, like we've talked about, is the scariest thing you'll ever do. Go out and ask strangers to come on board, to be on board with your hopes and dreams, right? So Team Dale is in effect, right? I have my computer here. I am ready to go. I am ready to dive into databases, social media, wherever I can find 10 people today. Because let's take a look at this, where we are today, right? If we look at my YouTube channel this morning, I have 659 subscribers. I don't get to leave this desk until that number has notched up by 10, okay? So I will be here until I'm at 669 subscribers for the next 2 hours, calling people, texting them the direct link to my social media so that they can double check that they have in fact subscribed, that they are now on Team Dale. Hopefully I can, get their information and send them a button so that they can, have a little reminder, right? Not only of their joy button that's installed, that we covered, but also that by coming on board with my hopes and dreams, that they are standing up and saying, you know what? These things are important in life. It's important to support our friends, our loved ones, and what they have going on as well. Because I promised you that my digital life in 2022 will be exchanged for a real life with real friends, real communication, phone calls, right? So where do we start? This feels super overwhelming, I'm sure, for a lot of people who aren't used to just reaching out to others. And sorry, by the way, for the bad lighting this morning, but the second bedroom is warm. So I'll take warmth this morning over good lighting in my studio, okay? So, how do you begin, right? I have no problem just reaching out to people, but I also understand that I've been in this world and I understand lead generating and all of that. That doesn't bother me, right? Door knocking, whatever, no problem for me because I've been at this a while. However, little tip, you want to get started. All right, I open up Facebook and I'm just going to put in a message and have people ask me to call them, right? Because if you feel like a cold call or even a warm call to people that you maybe haven't spoken to in a while is you bothering them, you need to change that immediately. You're not bothering them. You are telling them that you care about them, that you've thought about them. How lovely would it be for someone just to reach out to you today and say, you know what? I just want to make sure that you're okay. I know the world is super crazy right now. We've all been going through it. Are you okay? How are you doing? I care about you. I'm going to take some of my time out of my day to check on you. That's it. When I said call 10 people a day, I didn't say bother them, right? The messaging can be anything you want it to be. My message will always be about care, and checking in on others and creating relationship, right? That's not bothering them. That's what you need to change. You need to check in on people, because we've forgotten how to do that, and it's really sad. It's really sad. Nobody checks in with everybody, and everybody has this digital life, and nobody has a real life. So everybody's upset, right? And lonely, because we've forgotten how to do this, how to pick up the phone, call someone, and say, hey, just wanted to make sure that you're okay. So that's what I'm going to be doing here for the next couple hours, right? Again, as of today, I'm at 659 subscribers this morning. I will be at 669 before I leave this desk in the next 2 hours. That's my goal. What is my other goal? To be looking for a whale opportunity, right? A whale contact, right? So I have my sheets printed out, and I'm going to be tracking that. And I don't know if you saw on the bottom of one of them, it says, commit to the process, not the results. That actually flashed by on the last video really quickly when I was showing my tracking sheets. Sit with that for a minute. Commit to the process of doing this, of calling people, of reaching out, of connecting with other humans. That's the process. Do not commit to the outcome, okay? I do not spend a lot of time thinking about that $100,000 subscriber number, right? Because that's super overwhelming me, right? I don't know how I'm going to get there, but that's the thing. When you put it on your vision board, or you put the intention out there, right? With where you're going and what you're doing, you don't have to worry about those things. That's the universe's job. I've identified where I'm going, I've identified the intention, and so the rest is going to be up to the universe. I'm going to commit to the process of asking others to come on Team Dale. That's the only thing I can do. And I know that I can commit to 10 people a day, because more than that's going to feel super overwhelming and I might wash out. So I can't be there, but I can be right here. So I'm going to start making my calls. I'm going to check on people, check in on them, make sure that they know that they're loved, and that someone out there cares about them. If they happen to ask me about what's going on in my life, I absolutely will tell them about Team Dale, but that's not the purpose of my call. The purpose of my call is to connect hearts with someone else, have an exchange, have a dialogue. Again, when I said call 10 people a day, I didn't say call 10 people and do X, Y, and Z. If you keep it simple, don't necessarily even have a planned message, just wing it for the first little bit. Later down the road, if we want to get into, scripts and different things like this in order to track and improve our messaging, that's fine, but we're not there yet. Baby steps, right? Let's walk before we can run. So today, I'm just going to check in on 10 friends. That's it. If I can get that number up, I hope I can. I think I can. I know my friends. They're going to want to support me, and if they haven't already, they're going to want to, right? So I feel very confident. I've been to the gym. I feel strong. I'm ready to go. I have my head on straight. I've focused on something inspirational, right? So that's where I'm going. I just want you to know, again, that this process is not super simple. That's why nobody does it. It's scary. But it's also, if you lean into it, one of the most rewarding things you'll ever do. I promise you, even though it's really scary, like right now, before I pick up the phone to make my first call, even though that moment I've had angst over for the last 30 days while I've been doing all this setup, yes, I've had angst over that. But I also know, having done this many times before, that when I'm done making my 10 calls, I'm going to feel like $1 million. Because that's what good humans do. That's what good people do. They check in on others when nobody asks them to. So that's what I'm here doing. Improving the lives of others, and then by default, improving my own life. Again, when I'm done with those 10 calls, I promise you, I'll feel like $1 million. So, that's what I'm going to get going with, and I'm going to keep going until it's done. Yeah, here we go, baby. This is the moment. This is the moment when you begin. Get that joy going. Okay, so here's something I did that you might find helpful. Again, I sometimes will put things out on social media for people to reach out to me. Okay, so I just posted this message on my personal Facebook page, which says, my only resolution in 2022 is to trade my digital life for a real one. Message me your phone number so I can reach out once a month and we can check in. I need people in my life, and this is a commitment I'm making to change my life, and maybe yours too, when we build an actual, real, in-person relationship. Message me your digits. It's time to get connected to life again. So I put that on social media. This is a good tip for you. If you're feeling angsty and shut down over having to reach out to people, put messages like that out there, and then people will raise their hand and say, hey, here's my phone number. I would think it would actually be really cool if you'd reach out to me. I've been lonely. We've all been lonely. Ever since COVID, we've all been shut in. We all have all kinds of like weird social stuff now, right? So this is one of the kindest things that we can do. Reconnect to others. A message like this will help you. People will raise their hand, they'll message you their phone numbers. Immediately you have 10 people to call, and you haven't even had to really do like cold calling per se, right? So think about things like this. There's all types of campaigns and things like this that we're going to be covering that help you get connected in this way where it doesn't feel like you're bothering them or things like this. All these drunk monkey thoughts that we have in our head that are connected to absolutely nothing other than fear, right? So this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm back at it, baby. All right, I put that message on Facebook. I immediately got someone reaching out saying, hey, if you'd like a Montreal friend, you can reach me at, and he gives me his phone number. I like your idea of finding real friends for real chat. I'm currently on vacation enjoying some time with my mom, and we'll be back in Montreal tomorrow. Wishing you a great day. This is how you do it. How beautiful is that? I'm now connected with a friend in a city that I used to live in, and we can exchange ideas about Montreal and what it was like to live there and exchange all of that. I can also let him know about what I have going on and that he can be on Team Dale. Let's do this thing. Just got my first new subscriber, baby. 660. Woohoo! All right, I've done my 2 hours for the first day. Whoa, sorry about that. I have made my 10 contacts no problem. I've actually gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people's phone numbers just today that I then put into a spreadsheet to follow up. I add notes, things like that, so that I can just see when I contacted them last, what the messaging was, right? Is their mother going into surgery or whatever? And then I can follow up, in a few days, look at my notes. Again, it's just contacting people, being involved in their lives, letting them know what you have going on. It's not super difficult, and as anticipated, I feel great. Like, I have a bunch of new people now who want to have lunch with me this week. Like, I'm building a life for myself, so this is a real win. And I know that it often seems scary to do this kind of stuff. You just have to reframe it in your mind. This is the most important thing that you'll ever do for yourself, right? Ask for what you want and what you need in life. Ask for help, right? Ask them to come on board your team, because I'm asking them to come on board Team Dale. So that's what we're doing. Super excited about this week. I don't know that I have all 10 subscribers yet, but I know I definitely moved that number up a few. Right now, let me just double check, see what we're at. I'm at 661. Okay, so I've gotten, 3 more now? 59, 66, okay, 2 more. And I have a bunch of people who said, some people I contacted, they were driving, they're like, I'll subscribe as soon as I'm not driving, things like that. So I'm going to continue to watch that number, but again, we go back to the saying, commit to the process, not the outcome, right? I'm committing to the process of hitting this desk every single day and at least talking to 10 people. That's the process. the outcome, the numbers, that's going to be what it's going to be, right? And that's a little bit in the hands of God. Like, there's only so much I can do, but I'm committed to coming in here every day and moving that needle as I can. So hope that was helpful. You actually get a chance to see day one, right? Like, what does that look like when you're starting to begin the road, the path of something new? So I hope that was helpful, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.